How you feeling?
There's the emergency raft in case you fall down.
Yeah,
You
so
just need to swim to it.
I'll roll into the water and then get into the raft.
Then you swim to the raft.
Right,
Yes.
deal.
Hey guys, Jake here from Off-Road TV.
I'm also from Off-Road TV.
But you're not Jake.
That's a fair point, I'm not.
What's your name?
My name? What's my name?
Alright guys, if you can put it down in the comments, what's this guy's name? And the funniest name wins a sticker.
Please don't be rude.
Alright. Anyways, we've got Darren and Jake here today. And today we're talking about the Ultimate 9 EVC throttle controller. Some of you guys might know it as iDrive as well.
Yep.
We all run them on our cars actually, don't we?
We do?
So I've had mine on my previous car and make a pretty big difference. It was a diesel. Most of you guys know that helps to kind of overcome the lag of diesel from the beginning. But I had no idea they make it for petrol cars as well. So I've got mine on the Y62. But you've got one on yours as well. That's petrol too, isn't it?
Yeah, so I'm running petrol. I got it when I changed the tyres, so I went from a 265 to a 285. And when I changed tyres and got the lift, it just felt a little bit different. Like there was the sort of uptake on the throttle was a little bit different. So yeah, I got the iDrive then, and that kind of, the ability to just sort of move it around and change settings really kind of helped. And then now with the trailer, when you need a little bit of extra power, a little bit of extra acceleration, it's really good for that as well.
And then for me, when the Y62 is stock, I mean it's got almost 400 horsepower, so that thing is pretty quick, pretty swift. But once I loaded it up to 4 tons, and again added tires, bigger wheels, it definitely felt sluggish. I've changed everything in the car in a span of about 4 weeks, so I was able to drive the car completely stock and fully load it within a couple of weeks, and I could really feel how sluggish it got.
Yeah.
With the throttle controller, it almost feels like it's factory.
Yeah.
Like it completely eliminates the lag at the beginning. So when you example, you are slowing down for a roundabout and you see a gap and you kind of step on it to quickly jump in. Now I can do that. Before, it just wouldn't do anything.
Yeah. And you were towing at the weekend. How did you use it then?
Yeah, I was towing a caravan. It was about 2.5 tons caravan, and the same thing, right? Like the pickup, things like this, roundabout, or you need to overtake something. I was overtaking a truck. It gives you a little bit more confidence. You can dial it up and down. Right?
Yeah. Well, what I find with the FJ is people always talk about U9, and we all love U9.
Yeah.
U9's cool. If you haven't got it, get one. Try U9. But with the FJ, it's quite in traffic. It's quite like trying to go slow. And just, you're in traffic and you're trying to do that little accelerate, it's really jumpy. So for me, the E mode, when you're in traffic, is actually super handy because it just dampens the throttle down. And as you're sort of going through traffic, you can just, and it's the same when you're off-road and you're going over rocks or, some tricky sort of territory, you just dial that throttle right down and it just makes the accelerator so much easier to sort of control and handle.
So that's actually a really important point, right? So the way the iDrive, or the options on the iDrive that you have are E, which is the economy, from 1 to 9, which makes it less responsive and sort of more sluggish.
Yeah.
And then the U, which is the ultimate, from 1 to 9, which makes it more excited or sort of more responsive. And then there is the factory mode, which just doesn't do anything. It's basically switched off. And then there is the automatic mode, which sort of tries to understand what you're doing, what turn you on, what you need, right?
Yeah.
But like you said, the E mode on the petrol, because it is petrol car, and it is a 400 horsepower car, it's fairly sensitive on the throttle. And if you're going up rocky, steep hill, you'll feel it. You'll be constantly bouncing up and down, and accelerating and slowing down. Yeah. So me putting this into like E5, E6 actually makes it really easy to control the throttle when I'm going up a hill.
Yeah. I thought it was, I read about it, I wasn't sure, but now when I'm towing, so like if I'm following you and I've got the trailer, I'll literally just drop it into U, and then when you overtake, I'll put it in U, and you just get that quick uptake, allows you to overtake, and then I'll just drop back in it. I run mine on auto a lot. I know you don't use it as much, but I use auto most of the time, and that works really well for me. And then yeah, the E mode in sort of off-road and traffic is just perfect.
The interesting thing is, if you drive with it around for, let's say, half a day, and then you switch it off, it feels like you're in a different car. It feels like you're towing something.
Yeah.
It's such a big difference.
Yeah, it does. And the other thing I found it handy on is sand. So if you just need a little bit of extra power, a little bit of extra uptake in sand, then you can either go into, well, yeah, probably U, and you just get that, you just get that little bit extra power to take you through the soft sand and things like that. So
that's true.
It's got a lot of uses. I wasn't sure. We've done a video actually, haven't we? So you can see the difference between the E mode, the factory mode, and then the U mode, and it's a big gap.
Yeah, we'll put it up on the screen now. Have a look. This video is a shot from a drone. It's the exact same piece of road, and we've done it in U9, in factory, and in E9, just to see what the difference is. And this is purely just accelerating from 0 to roughly about 100. Have a look at that. So as you guys can see, there's quite a bit of difference. Now, I think it's really important to point out how this thing actually works. It doesn't give any extra power.
No.
My understanding, and I'm not an engineer, but my understanding how this works is, if you have a throttle controller, the throttle controller body takes that input and pedal, it can change it. It measures how quickly you change the...
What? Are you still talking?
Here's a simplified version. You press the pedal, it sends signal, the throttle controller takes the signal, does magic, sends a different changed or modified signal to your ECU.
So the iDrive basically lies to your ECU.
Correct. It basically just lies to your ECU. It just tells the ECU that you were more aggressive or less aggressive on the throttle. So the way your throttle is set up from factory is a lot of manufacturers actually dial it down. The reason is because you want to set it to an average setting that will be comfortable and safe to drive for the majority of people. And so if you step on your throttle from 0 position all the way down to the floor, it might not actually be 100% of your throttle that the car is capable of doing. And so the iDrive can actually go beyond that. Okay. And that's where you can't, because some people ask, well, can I just step on the pedal more quickly or less quickly? Yeah. No, you can't, because the throttle controller can actually go beyond the numbers that your throttle can actually send to the car.
Interesting.
Yeah, that's my understanding. So, just to reiterate again, it doesn't give you extra power, but it makes the car more or less responsive to your input.
Yeah. Now, when you get it, put it on U9, and then you'll understand. Because literally, when I press U9 on the FJ, the thing just like takes off. It goes nuts. You had it on your previous car, which was a...
So I had it on a previous car. It was a Mitsubishi Pajero.
Was it the Sport?
It was a Sport, yeah. And on that one, because it was diesel, if I put it on U8, it's actually... It was still drivable. It was fairly responsive, but it was drivable. On the Y62, if I put it on U8 or U9, it's undrivable.
Really?
It's just too quick. Yeah, too aggressive.
Yeah.
So for me, U5 is perfect. But that's the idea, right? Like you have a range from U1 to U5, U9.
Yeah.
You find a setting that works for your car. Right?
Yeah, you do.
One question that I've got a lot from people is fuel consumption. My fuel consumption went slightly up. Obviously, if you are more throttle happy, which is what the throttle controller makes your ECU think you are, you will get a little bit more consumption. But I went from, when it was fully loaded, I was doing about 18 to 100. With a throttle controller on U5, I probably get about 19 and a half. So there is a slight increase, but I think that it's nothing compared to the drivability and the options you get with it.
It's kind of common sense, right? If you put it on U9 and you rip the throttle open, you're gonna, you can feel the engine, you can hear the engine, you're going to be using more fuel. Likewise, if you're down in the E's, and you're just going more gently, it's probably not going to have any impact at all. So it's kind of like, it's really up to yourself, isn't it, what you do with your fuel consumption?
Yeah, exactly. And honestly, like my car, right, I probably drive it 40% off road and 60% on road. So on the road with U5, I probably get slightly higher consumption. Off road, because I can dial it back down and it doesn't constantly shift up and down, it kind of keeps it nice and steady. My consumption is probably better. So if you do things like a Holland track or something, I actually get better consumption than I would without it.
Yeah.
So it sort of equals out in the end.
It is.
Yeah, so that's the throttle controller from Ultimate 9. Alright guys, if you pop into our Instagram, hashtag OffroadTV discounts, we do actually have a special discount just for you guys with Ultimate 9. It covers all their products, so have a look. It's a pretty good discount.
Yep.
In the meantime, if you guys have any suggestions on what we should talk about, or if you have any questions, leave it in the comments. And
I guess tell us what you think. I mean, do you like your throttle controller? Do you not like your throttle controller? Like, what's your setting? Like, how does it work for you? We like it, but I know some people don't. Let us know what you think about them, good or bad.
Yeah, definitely, 100%. Alright, thanks guys.
Thanks,
don't
guys.
forget to subscribe, like the video. If you
Ding.
don't like it, like it.
And if you do like it, like it.
That's what I said.
You said if you don't like it.
So if you like the video, like it, and if you don't like it.
Well, if you don't like it, and if you do like it, like it.
Okay, like the video, subscribe, and we'll see you guys on the next one.
See you guys.
Cheers. Let's try to select my vehicle.
My vehicle.
What is my car? Lotus.
It's a Lotus Elan.
Mahindra.
Mm.
I wish I had Mahindra. Now
Binder.
Mahindra makes some questionable things, but Mahindra also makes
Yeah.
Formula E cars.
Nice.
And I won one of the championships. They are amazing.
That'd be good to have a shot of, eh? If you're listening,
Yep,
we're open to having a shot of it.
yep. Just send us a Formula E car. We'll take it to
That's-
Holland Track.
That's fine. I mean, we'll go up to
See
Wanneroo.
what it's made of.
Maybe we go up to Wanneroo first before we break it.
Where?
Wanneroo, just the you know.
On a
the-
circuit.
Yeah.
Boring.
Yeah, but then we'll do the Holland Track.
Anyone can drive Formula E car on a track.
Yeah. Well, how long do you
We'll
think?
take it to Holland Track.
How long do you think it lasts on the Holland Track?
It depends if it rained or not.
I reckon we get 5 minutes in.
Look, if it didn't rain, you could probably drive the whole track with it.
Maybe.
I'm gonna move this back either. I wanna see the bloody
Mm.
thing. But I'm not gonna actually. Should we?
Should we what?
Put it up?
Oh yeah. Why not? Now you've thrown your pillow.
No! You know what? I'm not that stupid to go and try to get it.
Well
I'll get it in the morning.
Yeah. Oh, you're using a pillow.
Do you want a pillow? It's so good on your back.
Yeah, go on then.
Low back support, man.
Oh yeah.
Probably switch off the recording.
Yeah, that's good.
Cheers.